Canobolas Rural Technology High School has been a proud participant in the New South Wales Department of Education's Integrated STEM project trial. We were one of the schools tasked with developing a 10-week unit of work that looked at the existing New South Wales curriculum for science, technology and mathematics. We had a look at what the students were studying in their Stage 4 science scope and sequence and identified areas of engaging learning that we will be able to use to create a STEM unit of work. Here at Canobolas we take a team approach to developing our STEM units of work. Our STEM team is made up of members from the science, mathematics and technology faculties and any other interested faculties as well. There's representation from across the whole school. When we develop an integrated unit of work, we have a look closely at what's being studied by students in the science Stage 4 scope and sequence. We identify areas of meaningful learning that integrated projects can be built around. For the integrated STEM project, we found that students were studying the living world and filtration was a big part of their learning. We took this idea and allowed students to play with the idea of filtration and what they've learnt in science and develop a working water cleaner. The context given to students is that during times of drought when water is scarce and in times of flood when water is plentiful, that water isn't always clean. Animals, other living things and also humans need clean water to survive. And through this context, we found that students were very engaged in the learning that was happening both back in science, in maths and technology. To develop this water cleaner, students followed a technology design process. They researched existing types of water cleaners and other filtration materials, conducted some experiments around filtration, and then applied this knowledge to make a simple water cleaner prototype based around a PET bottle. Students then tested this to see how clean they could make some samples of dirty water. Students also used a Lego light meter to scientifically measure the difference between the dirty water and the clean water when they were finished.
So we were learning about filtration systems, and in science we were learning about how they worked, and then when we went to STEM we had the opportunity to actually make a water filter.
Well, we made a water feature which we had to build from recycled materials like plastic bottles and things like that, and we had to try and filter the water to make the water nice and clean instead of having dirty rocks and things in it.
We used hot glue guns to put the paddle pop sticks as a stand so then gravity would take the water down, and then I had some pebbles, some sponge stuff, some cloth so dirt wouldn't get through. The water was actually pretty mucky and then came out clean and see-through.
STEM and science has married perfectly for us. For me as a science teacher, we were teaching concepts in class, we were dividing different particles, we gave them sand, gravel and aggregate, and we were looking at different filtration materials as well as different ways of separating mixtures. So STEM just seamlessly rolled into what we're doing in science.
Why are water filters important?
So we can drink the water without any disgusting stuff in it, like sticks and stuff.
Giving it a real world context and letting them create and design their own filters made it, they had that personal view that we got to see and look at other countries around the world that are struggling with clean water, and the empathy that the kids had really motivated why they were making the filters.
Well, it's about water filtration and how people polluted water and how much chemicals and stuff they use and how lucky we are to have water filters.
It's been really exciting to see the success the students have had as part of the integrated STEM project here at Canobolas. The level of engagement that students have had both in Year 7 and also in Year 8 in our STEM classes has been magnificent. We're so pleased with this success. We're now looking at ways that we can spread the integrated learning model across all areas and all faculties within our school.